The copper chain again when the Cupid chain birth most of chains in the game. Why would I?
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Ten payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Side through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty, let me quick as a clear with
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 14 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Watson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. He'll take this to the 46.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Deshaun Watson leading the Browns offense back out there. And he's had a hard time avoiding the interceptions of late. A couple last week, a couple more so far in this one. See if he can do better here as they start with a first down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Harris running straight ahead.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. On now the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Watson dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man. Peppers. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half and several different. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to, and he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. On the return, Johnson. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. Working with 2nd and 5 now. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 42. Watson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Here's Watson now on 2nd down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jones, a final shot before break. So at halftime, it's the Patriots.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. This will be caught by Brown. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4. Up the middle. It's Chubb. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a first down throw. Watson buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Pats are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones over the middle. He's got Myers.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Jacoby Myers really came into his own as New England's de facto #1 wide receiver last season. He led the Pats in catches and yardage and really showed what he can do as a top target and a safety net for his young quarterback.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against him.
Watson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Watson on first down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pats at the line ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jones now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got Smith here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. On the give, this is Harris. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you, that's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Down inside the 40.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
2nd down and 7.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. York able to send this one through.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jones. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for New England, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the...
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Posted on my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one kind of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you still wanna take the crown.